Welcome to part 6 of our IVF journey. So far, we've undergone the injections to stimulate the follicle growth and the egg retrieval. We are now in the 5-day wait in between the egg retrieval and the fresh embryo transfer, all going well. Watch parts 1 to 5 to find out how we got to this stage of our IVF journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to follow along in our journey and see how we get on. And let's find out what happens next. On the night following our egg retrieval, we lit a candle in the window in the hopes that our eggs will fertilize well. We got the call from the clinic. So I spoke to the embryologist. Yesterday we collected 10 eggs. Out of those 10 eggs, 9 were mature and 8 of them fertilized. He was happy that that was a good strong number and that we will definitely be going ahead with the fresh embryo transfer on Monday. Exciting! Scary. I'm a little nervous. Being pregnant. This is actually happening for us. It's a little bit too early to get excited. I don't know. Went straight onto ChatGPT and asked, statistically speaking, what are our chances? It reckoned that based on 8 fertilized eggs from 10 eggs harvested, our chances of getting a blastocyst were pretty good, very strong, it said. Statistically speaking, it reckoned we would get 3 to 5 blastocysts. I would be delighted, especially with 5 blastocysts, because I'm not just thinking about this pregnancy. We'd like to have 2 kids, maybe, ideally 4, but I don't think we can afford it. Yeah, feeling optimistic about that. Just have to let the time pass now and take one day at a time. In terms of how I'm feeling today, I am feeling very tired. I've been sleeping a lot today. Boobs are quite sore. And I had the worst nightmare I've probably ever had last night. So we lit that candle in the window and I don't know, I just felt a presence in the room and something touching my hand and I couldn't wake up. I was trying to scream out for my husband, but I just couldn't let anything out. I was picturing getting up, but then I just snapped back into bed and not being able to move. I was trying to turn the TV on, but I just couldn't wake up. It was just awful. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because we had the candle in the window and my thoughts were just running mad. I don't know. It was also the last night of April and the 1st of May, which is the festival of Bealtaine. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with that. Overall, I'm feeling pretty good though. Little bit of pain around the ovaries, but very manageable and yeah, all good. I am continuing to take antibiotics following the egg retrieval. And then in the evening, I'm also taking Prolatex injections. The Prolatex comes in a little vial with a solution. So you need to use a syringe to drain the liquid into the injection.
3, 2, 1. And
This one does sting a little bit. It's probably one of my least favorite injections out of all of the injections that I've taken so far. But a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. It is 2 days after the egg retrieval. This morning I was feeling very nauseous. I was driving and I thought I might have to pull over just to, get a bit of fresh air. But after a while, I was okay. I'm also feeling tired, not as tired as yesterday. Yesterday, I slept for most of the day, one day after the egg retrieval. Today, I've had a little bit of a nap in the morning, and and I am feeling a little bit run down. I am feeling that the bloating from the eggs, it's going down now, so that's quite nice. And I no longer have any pain. I was in a little bit of pain yesterday, but still very manageable. 2 days post egg retrieval. These injections are continuing to make me very tired, very low energy. Day 3 post egg retrieval. Again, very tired today, but no nausea. My boobs continue to be very sore. It's also affecting my appetite. My appetite is not where it normally is. It is 4 days post egg retrieval, and we got a call from the embryologist. They were supposed to call Sunday evening, but they called around noon. She confirmed that we're good to go ahead with a fresh transfer tomorrow morning. The time will be at 11. We are to show up at 10:30. I need to have a full bladder for the embryo transfer. So, an hour and a half beforehand, I'm supposed to drink, I think it's like a liter of water, something like that. I have it here. 750 mils to 1 liter of water an hour and a half beforehand. You can't wear any type of scents, no deodorant, no perfume, no body lotion. Apparently embryos don't like strong smells, strong artificial smells. A little bit of urine sweat is apparently okay. Natural smells are better than artificial smells. She confirmed that we have 8 embryos, so the 8 fertilized eggs are still 8 embryos, which is really promising. So I'm just hoping that they all turn into blastocysts now overnight. We will get an update in the morning and have a bit of a chat with the embryologist. The whole procedure, I think we should be in there for about half an hour, so not very long, and I'll be okay to drive home afterwards. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure we'll also find out how many of the blastocysts we'll be able to freeze. So yeah, tomorrow's a big day. I woke up this morning with a really cool thought. Since our eggs are now fertilized, the genetic makeup of our children, it's now set in stone. Their DNA, it's all in there for the rest of their life. What type of hair colour they'll have, what type of eye colour, whether they be left or right-handed, girl or boy. It's already set in stone. Isn't that incredible? Something else I found really interesting is if, assuming that all of this works, the term of the pregnancy and my due date will be worked out from the date of fertilization, so the day of the egg collection. So if this all works out, my due date will be January 25th, 2026. But yeah, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but how can you not? Really big day tomorrow. Yeah, going to get some nice rest now tonight. And yeah, just take it easy. In the evenings, we are continuing the Prolatex injections as normal at 8 p.m. It's the morning of the embryo transfer, and I woke up feeling really nervous. I know I've been through all of these injections and the egg retrieval now, but the thought of the embryo transfer, it's more the pregnancy that scares me and the birth. Yeah, I'm nervous. This morning I put on my pink socks in hopes that it will be a baby girl. I also drank 750 mils of water an hour and a half beforehand. Yes, I had a full bladder, but it wasn't too full. I was still able to not pee myself. And then we arrived at the clinic at 10:30 for our appointment at 11.
How you feeling? How you feeling? Okay. What am I doing?
We were then brought down to the same space that we had done the egg collection, and we had our own little space for ourselves. Both Corey and I got changed into a robe, some plastic covers for our feet, and a hat to protect our hair from contaminating the theatre area. And this was the blastocyst that they implanted. They gave it the grade of 5BB. They said it was almost an A, but just a few characteristics that were missing from it. Here is the blastocyst inserted into my uterus, the little white thing in the middle of the screen. That's it. That's the transfer. In total, the whole thing took about half an hour, so not very long. After that, we went to McDonald's and had the compulsory chips. Apparently, McDonald's chips helps with implantation. So fingers crossed. A bit of exercise, a light walk after the transfer is also recommended. So we took the dog for a walk. I am now at home following the embryo transfer. It all went well. The embryologist was very happy with how the blastocyst was looking. The doctor was very happy with how the catheter implanted the blastocyst into my uterus. So now all we can do is let the time pass and just hope for the best. Keep eating good healthy food, exercising, trying to reduce stress levels. That's all I can really do now at this point. The embryologist had said that we are freezing one blastocyst today. We're hoping to freeze more tomorrow. I hope we will be able to, because I want more than one ideally, and I reckon we should be able to. It's just a matter of giving those blastocysts a little bit more time to grow. The embryologist overall seemed very happy with how they were growing, so only time will tell. So yeah, I am now pregnant until proven otherwise. So what happens next? Tomorrow I will be receiving that call from the clinic about how many more blastocysts will be able to freeze. And now we enter the 2-week wait. In 2 weeks' time, I will be doing a blood test at the clinic to see how my hormone levels are. So yeah, stay tuned to see what happens in the next 2 weeks. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with what happens next.